Welcome back, everyone. Today I have stone number 267. Now this is a piece of meteor shower sunstone. And I won this from Carlyn over at Carlyn's Colorful Creations. Please go check her channel out. This was part of a giveaway where I won many other stones. And I've cut some of the previous sunstone, but I haven't worked with this yet. Now this is 27 by 17.4 by 13.5 millimeters. And as you can see, it's pretty colorful. Let's weigh it up and see what it weighs. 47.35 carats. Massive, don't you think? So this is pretty large. And the Nova burrs aren't very large. So I think I'm going to cut this. And let's go take a really close look, and we'll figure out exactly where it's going to get cut. So I've decided to cut this end, and I've marked out the potential path. This is actually one of the larger cuts I've made, so this should be interesting. And whether or not this survives as one piece will also be interesting to discover. Well, that's already gone. Let's find that and we'll get a picture really quick. Well, my cutting was, it was a bit off. Oh well. That will still warrant something. Go take a look and then we'll decide on what exactly we're going to do with this. So on closer inspection, not my greatest cut. Kinda ugly, but That's fine. Now, I was looking at the edges, and since they actually have the best color, but this piece is pretty thin, so I could maybe saw it again, either in half that way or in half this way, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to start with the 170 grit sintered diamond burr, and I think that since I'm still exploring sunstone and how it likes to shape, kind of worried about how cracky this is, if it's going to hold together. But we'll work on probably a freeform shape, so let's get working on that now. Getting there. Now the question is, I want to get that spot down smooth. That's making that side pretty skinny, so do you want to bring it in? I don't know. Let's switch to the 600 grit. Ha ha! Nice! So we've dopped it up, and we're going to work on making the thickness equal, and we'll start doming. And we're at the 280 grit Nova burr. We've flipped over the piece. Let's shape up the back and then we'll move on. Time to move on to the 600. We'll flip this over and we'll work the 6 and 12 on the other side, and then we'll be ready to polish. So unfortunately, a bit of that fractured off. A very small bit, but still I think I'm going to try to wear that down, even it out, and we'll see where we go. I hope it doesn't crack any further.
Let's polish.
Eventually, I finished polishing this stone. So let's recap. In the rough, stone 267 weighed 7.0 carats. It was 15.5 by 12 by 5.2 millimeters. I got this from Carlyn at Carlyn's Colorful Creations. And this could have come from several regions. I'm not sure which. This stone was free, as I won it as part of a giveaway. After the 600 grit sintered diamond burr, this stone weighed 4.2 carats and was 13 by 9.6 by 3.2 millimeters. Finished, stone 267 weighs 3.3 carats. It is 12.9 by 8.5 by 3.2 millimeters, and it has a free-form shape. For the good, it's got a pretty good polish. It has a nice free-form shape and a low dome. It has very nice schiller and aventurescence, and I saved 47% of its initial cut weight. For the bad, there are areas in the girdle that are a bit wonky and rough. There are still some cutting marks visible. And honestly, I just cut it wrong. I should have cut this piece thicker, but I wasn't exactly sure what I was doing at that time. So the next time I work on this stuff, I'll cut a thicker chunk off and then face the areas with the nice bright flashy yellows and blues. and purple. And for the ugly, nothing really. I really like the way this one turned out, despite the efforts that were against me. What is the value of stone 267? Well, it was free to me. I suspect maybe it's worth $5 to $10. Seriously, for the time it took, I think it's worth more. But $5 to $10 seems pretty fair. What do you think? So now this stone's journey is nearly complete. I got lucky, I think, with only one piece chipping off. This thing does have a lot of cracks. I hope you enjoyed watching. Now let's finish this up. Now its journey is complete. Thanks for watching. Until next time. If I can cut sunstone, you can cut sunstone too.